my first question is also going to be sort of like the first place that we started, which was about joy.
Yeah.
This is sort of what you brought into the room right at the beginning. We're exploring the joy of theater making, the joy of play, the joy of discovering your purpose, all sorts of different ways in which joy has been important to our conversations. But I'm kind of curious, when you read Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, what made you think, this is a play about joy? That is just not what most people, I think, would walk away from. So as the starting place, like, what about that text made you think, this is about joy?
Yeah, the title doesn't seem joyous,
No.
does it?
No.
But, I think the genesis of that was in completing a life project, which was Gospel Columns. And for me, from early on in my career until we did the full production here at Court Theater, I always had an aspiration that maybe I would get a chance to do that. What I didn't know is that the redemptive joy that piece leads to, and that I experienced at almost every performance at Court Theater of Gospel Columnist and at the Getty, of how much joy theater can create, and an audience can get lifted spiritually to that place. And I thought, I just want to do this for the rest of my life. Because I've done a lot of Greek tragedy, a lot of things that don't end in joy. And so tapping into that joy, I thought, wow, what if I just stay in that kind of ambition, if you will. So I reread Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, and it just kind of went, yes, spin it around, and think about the journey of RNG, not towards their death, but rather the joy of them becoming the most divine, their most sacred, their most spiritual, empowered self. And what if that was the story we're telling of joy of that journey? And that just seems so timely for me personally and for Court Theater, because as you know, over the many years, I've been in Court Theater for 30 years, we've done a whole bunch of Tom Stoppard plays, and the opportunity in my final season as artistic director, which this play will be, why not do joy and celebrate the power of theater and that kind of emotional journey? Let's go.